Liam, how disappointing an afternoon is that for you?
Silly question, really. I couldn't be more disappointed than I am at the minute. The lads are the same. In the dressing room. So there's not much you can say on the performance, and the result reflects that.
Is it as easy as you got beat 2-0 and deserved it?
Especially first half, yeah. Second half we put them under a lot of pressure. The final ball wasn't great. The final decision weren't great. But then, fair credit to them, they could drop off and they could play deep because they were 2-0 up. The goals aren't great against. I'd need to look at them again. But yeah, I'd totally agree with the result. We didn't really deserve much out of the game today.
Were you in that position again where you're giving yourself a mountain to climb by conceding pretty early?
Yes, and to be honest, I thought the first 10-15 minutes I thought we looked comfortable. We were kind of putting our foothold onto the game and looking to play thereafter. But then conceding a terrible goal like we did. They do things well. Do Dagenham, and they don't have no airs or graces about it. They do things properly and they do it to the strengths, and they did that throughout today.
You say you started well. I think it was 3 or 4 minutes on the clock when you had one really good chance. Porrickham and put it over the crossbar. Yeah. But from then on, you didn't really test their keeper, did you? No,
not at all. Not until the second half. I mean, we put a lot of balls in the box. We put a lot of passes, together in front of them, but we didn't really hurt them. And to be fair, you could say they've been and done a job on us.
Was it kind of a vicious circle? It was a bit flat on the pitch, a bit flat in the stands, and neither could energise the other. Yeah,
correct. You shouldn't have to wait for the fans to. We spoke about it before the game. You don't wait for anybody else. You don't wait for another player to affect you. Affect yourselves first, individually and then collectively, and then everything else will take care of itself. And we didn't do that today. We've gone from Chesterfield, very, very good, to Dagenham, not great in a matter of hours. And they are a young group. I think Christmas has took its toll a little touch. But I think it's important we don't get too down. We've got a good month ahead of us. We'll be upbeat and we'll work hard and we'll get them results.
Do you have to tell them a lot in the dressing room after a performance like that, or do they know?
I think they know. They do know. We do go over various things, which obviously stays in the dressing room, and through the week we'll continue to work hard on them. And the lads are fully aware of it. They fully understand, and they will come back stronger, I'm sure.
And you touched on Chesterfield. Does this week kind of sum up the way it's been for you? Great performance and a win, and then really disappointing, really inconsistent.
I think at the minute, I'd have to agree. We've had some good performances without result. We've had, some results without performance. But like I said, they're a young group and they need educating, they need pushing forward, and they are, in the main from when we started, they've done smashing. So it's although it's disappointing, it's important that we don't get too down, because we certainly didn't get too upbeat on Tuesday when we won. We need to be consistent and believe in what we do.